Hello, everybody. It's another episode of the Uncanny Spirits Club, and I have another beer for you. This is another part of the second pick six that I got recently at my grocery store, and this is one I think I've tried this this brewer before. I can't recall what I had from them though. Um, but regardless, I don't think I've done this particular beer. So we're going to give this a try. Then make sure my camera's good and tilted just right, so it doesn't just like look like hi there. Ignore that. It's not. Anyway, um, so this is the Poet American Oatmeal Stout. I haven't had too many oatmeal stouts. This is 5.8% alcohol by volume, so very modest, very mild. Um, it is brewed and canned in Holland, Michigan for Geslig times. I don't know what that is. Geslig times. I'm gonna have to look that up. I have no idea what a Geslig time is. Maybe it's a good time. Maybe it's not a good time. I don't know. Whatever a time is, it's Geslig. I'm probably saying it wrong too. But I'm gonna give this a try. If I can get into the can here. Smells good. It does smell kind of like oatmeal. Yeah, kind of smells like um, cooked oatmeal. I do look like a good stout and a good porter, so gonna get a good pour on into there. Not the best head of foam there. Not awful. It's very dark. I cannot see through it if I hold it up to the light here in my room, in my living room. Rather, it's not my personal room; it's the living room. But so I can't see through it. Very dark, deep dark, brown black. Pretty typical of a good solid stout. It does smell like oatmeal. So now that that's settled for a minute, we're going to go ahead and taste that. So let's see. Mm, yep, yep, yep. You can taste the oatmeal. It's like having a fresh bowl of oatmeal, mildly sweet, like you've just added a little bit of brown sugar to it. Yeah, it reminds me of breakfast. This is a good breakfast stout, officially, I think. I know it's a lot of people who are like, "Why would you have beer with your breakfast? Are you an alcoholic?" No, probably close. Don't stage an intervention, please. Um, I'm not going to joke about being an alcoholic. That's not something to joke about. It's not funny. I do drink, but I don't condone alcoholism because and you can't help it sometimes. I mean, people they get addicted to things. So very serious moment there for a second. But in Europe, they do tend to have beer like this, stouts and ales at pretty much any time of day. Now, I'm not saying that's a good or bad thing. I'm just saying that that's traditionally something that they do, and it wouldn't be unheard of for people to have, say, a Guinness with their breakfast. Um, Depends on where you are and what's going on. People don't usually get utterly drunk at breakfast time, but it is not unknown to have a stout or an ale during breakfast. And it does taste like a bowl of slightly sweet oatmeal, as if you just added a little bit of brown sugar to it. Not much else. It's not overly sweet. It's not too dense. It's pretty pleasant, actually. I would have this with a good hearty breakfast. Um, I would have like probably a full plate if I was going to have something like that to help kind of soak up everything and for the alcohol to absorb a little bit. I'm kicking the thing here, so it's jiggling. I don't have an earthquake here. But yeah, it's It tastes a lot like oatmeal in a very pleasant way. I like that. I do enjoy that. Good job, New Holland Brewing Company. Um, Once again, that is the all kinds of jiggly on this camera today. The Poet American Oatmeal Stout, and it's not too heavy of an alcohol content either. It's 5.8. Um, so you can enjoy this without feeling like you're going to be flat drunk in the first few sips. Yeah, I quite do enjoy that. It's very refreshing. I don't know too many people who call oatmeal refreshing, but it's very good. I do enjoy that. Um, I enjoy that quite a bit. So yeah, this was the Poet American Oatmeal Stout. It was part of the Pick Six from my local grocery store, where you pick a set of random cans or bottles of beer from a random selection that's set up on a shelf because like a case might have fell over when you were trying to move it, or something shipped with less than the number that was supposed to be in a box, or somebody stole one, or something like that. So they break up the remainder and sell them separately on the shelf. Generally, pardon me, you don't buy one and then go up, I like to buy this single beer, because they're not priced that way. They're priced as part of a six pack. But because their original six pack is no more, then they let you gather them in a custom six pack of your choice. I've explained this before, but in case you haven't been here for my other explanations, generally this is it's usually about $10.99, give or take. I think the price may have gone up, and I say this every time because I honestly don't pay too much attention, because since it's not like costing me $20-$30 for six beers, that I don't really pay much attention. Like 10 or 11 bucks, $1 difference isn't going to hurt me that bad. I've had it like a dry throat today, so don't mind me. The beer is kind of helping a little bit, but so about $10.99. I don't know individually, as usual, what this would be on its own in its own six pack, because it's part of the Pick Six. But also because of that, it has to be within a certain price range. They don't put stuff that's really expensive or really ridiculously cheap into there. Some things are cheaper than others because they're trying to get one over and have you pay a little bit more for some of the cheaper ones, but the more expensive ones even that out. So generally, whatever you get in a Pick Six there is going to be within from $9.99 up to $12 or $13.99. So it's usually going to be within that range. So that way, if you're getting $10.99 for a six pack, it all averages out and it's pretty fair, right? So yeah, I quite enjoy this. Very good. New Holland Brewing Company, the Poet American Oatmeal Stout. I recommend it if you can find it. Tastes like a nice, comforting bowl of oatmeal. And that's it for me. So I will see you folks next time. As always, of course,